Hello everyone and welcome to Crash Net Hockey.
Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're going to go over our 2021 playoff predictions, plus a quick review of our preseason predictions.
This is what we expect.
Alright.
Let's go. Hello everyone and welcome to Crash Net Hockey, and the day has finally came.
Absolutely. It is the first day of the playoffs. About 2 hours, Bruins and Caps are going to kick things off.
Yep.
I'm super excited for the playoffs here.
So am I.
This season kind of flew by, obviously, with the 56-game sprint that we had. But the big day is finally here. I can't wait to get things kicked off.
We're going to start kicking off with our preseason prediction.
Yeah, so we'll start out in the West. In the West, we got 3 out of 4 correct. I think pretty much everybody got the 3 out of 4 correct. We had the Sharks sneaking in at the 4th spot, but Minnesota not only snuck in, they were right there with Vegas and Colorado till the end. They've been super good. Let's jump right into our predictions. Round 1 prediction, Avalanche and
versus Blues. We expect the Avalanche to win because, as well, they're both really defensive team and they've been playing a lot really good. But the Avalanche might just have enough to defeat them.
Avalanche was our preseason prediction to win the whole thing. The Blues have been playing much better. A lot of people are picking them. They've been kind of on a roll, similar to a couple seasons ago when they won the whole thing. But I just think the Avs have way too much firepower. I am a little concerned with McKinnon. He's missed 4 of the last 5 games with a lower body injury. But I still think the Avs are probably going to wrap this. I'm going a 6-game series.
Mm-hmm. And moving on
what do we got next?
The Minnesota Wild versus Vegas Golden Knights.
This one's super intriguing. The Wild have played Vegas really well. I think they have more depth down the middle. Vegas is an absolute monster this year. They just missed the President's Trophy on the last day of the season. I can see them winning the whole thing. I think they have the best goaltending tandem in the league going into the playoffs here.
But the Minnesota Wild might just have enough. Same for Colorado, what we said.
I don't think there'll be as many upsets this year as the teams have been playing each other, at least not in the first rounds, but we are going to take one right here. We are going to say Kirill the Thrill and the boys take this in 7 games. That's a pretty bold prediction. We could be absolutely wrong.
I think they're all going to be tied 3-3, and when they go to Game 7, it would be a huge upset.
Yeah. No, I think these are going to be tight games. I think we could get some overtime, some double overtime. This is maybe the one I'm most excited about.
Same for him. He's excited too.
Gritty's always excited. All right, we'll be moving on to the
next game is
the
Toronto
North.
Maple Leafs versus Canadian.
Yes. All right. Real quick, our preseason predictions. Once again, we got 3 out of 4. We had Calgary actually sneaking into the 4th spot. Winnipeg did get that spot, and at the beginning we said we would not be surprised if they won. All right, this first series I am also really excited about. We have not seen this matchup between the two most storied franchises in the NHL since 1979.
I'm surprised that the Canadians made it. They haven't made it in so long. If they actually... We're expecting the Leafs to win, but if they actually beat it, imagine if they won the cup, 24 cups.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Toronto is far and away the best team in the North. Canadians seem to step up in the playoffs. These are not going to be easy games. If Gallagher gets back in there, I could see it going 6. But right now, I'm probably going to pick Toronto in 5 games.
Yep.
Moving on to the next series.
Edmonton Oilers versus Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah. The Jets, I didn't predict them to make the playoffs, but we knew they have a very good team. I was kind of expecting a little more of them towards the end of the season. We are going to take the Oilers in this. What are we saying, 6 or 7 games?
Yep, 7.
You're going 7 games on this one? All right, Oilers have some holes. Winnipeg's got, better goaltending and stuff like that. But Connor McDavid, Draisaitl... Connor McDavid is on a different level from any other player on the planet. Honestly, it's like the guy is just so fun to watch. And I think when it's all said and done, we'll be mentioning his name along with Gretzky and Lemieux and Orr and all the top players that ever play the game.
Yep. Moving on to the East.
The East, the Beast. All right, so we got 3 out of 4 correct on this one as well with our preseason predictions. I think we had Washington winning the division.
Yep.
But someone else moving on, which we will bring up here in a minute.
The Pens and the Islanders.
Yes. We actually had the Pens just missing the playoffs, though we said Crosby was going to have a big comeback season. We had the Flyers making it. Carter Hart and the boys didn't quite do what we thought they were going to, and Pittsburgh just looked lights out the whole season. All right, so this series, we're going to be taking the Pens to defeat the Islanders. I had high hopes for the Islanders at the beginning of the season. They were playing really well. I thought they were going to be a really tough out, which these will still be tight games because the Islanders play such good defense.
Yep.
Barry Trotz's led team. The thing with the Islanders is people did not think it was that big of a deal, but once Anders Lee went down, I was like, where's the scoring going to come from? It's kind of by committee, whatever, but the Islanders have had tons of trouble scoring any goals recently. I think this one may be over in 5. Who knows? It could go a little bit deeper. All right, the next matchup, starting tonight in, about an hour and a half here.
Yep.
The Bruins and the Capitals. This one is going to be brutal. I mean, the Capitals, Chara playing against his old team. They have a bunch of big boys on that team. We are going to be taking the Boston Bruins here in a 7-game series. Boston's been playing great. I think the Taylor Hall addition was huge. Taylor Hall, I like the guy, and I'm a fan of his. I have said in the past I thought he was a little overrated, but overrated compared to where everybody thought he was going to be like the next superstar after that season in New Jersey. He's a very good player. He can't be the best player on your team, but he's absolutely gotten a bad rap. I mean, he gets ripped apart online, people saying whatever team he goes to is going to lose. Well, guess what? He's doing great now because he's on a good team finally. All right, moving on to the Central. The Central, we did the worst in. Yeah, we picked 2 out of 4. We had the Preds just missing, and then we had Columbus making it. I did not see Florida coming. I mean, they've always had talent, but we had Dallas making it. Dallas had a bunch of adversity to face this season. You know, COVID, lots of injuries. You're good. Everything else. I think they would have made it in an 82-game season. But in this first series here, we were taking Carolina. I think 5, maybe 6. UC Saros has been great. You never know. The Preds have been one of the best teams the last 2 months of the season. I just think the Canes have way too much firepower.
Moving on.
Next, this one.
Pause it.
This one.
Supposed to pause it.
I wasn't supposed to pause it, but I will.
Moving on to the next series, the Sunshine Showdown.
The Sunshine State Showdown, that's right. I think these teams do not like each other. I'm actually really excited for this one. I think it's going 7 games. A lot of fights in the last few games of the season. I think this one's going to be kind of a bloodbath. We are going to pick Tampa in 7 games. Tampa was our preseason prediction to win this division.
Yep.
I mean, they're defending Stanley Cup champions. I'm a little nervous about Hedman and a couple of the injuries. I mean, Kucherov is coming back. Stamkos is coming back. But Hedman's apparently getting hip surgery in the offseason. I think they will pull this one out and win it. But I think it's going to be a tight series. And I wouldn't be shocked if Florida upsets them. Even though they finished higher in the standings, I think Tampa's still the favorite.
That is the end, apparently, of our series. These predictions for the first one. We'll make the second one tomorrow before we find out.
Yeah, that's everything for the first round. We've made picks for the second round.
Yep, and subscriber
He might not agree with me, so we're going to talk about it.
And subscriber Gertie will actually haunt you. Bye!
All right, guys, thanks. We'll see you tomorrow with the second round video of the playoff predictions. Thanks.